Today, we're going to look at multiplying and dividing powers. Now, let's have a look at this expression, 7a cubed b multiplied by 8a squared b to the fifth. What are we going to do with this? Well, we're going to very simply multiply our numbers together, 7 times 8, and that's going to give us 56. Quite often, we get confused about what are we doing with the exponents on these letters. Do we add them? Do we multiply them? So what I would suggest, so here's your rule. You can have a look at that and see what you think about that. Okay. Here's what you're going to do if you're not sure. Simply expand. There's usually a way to, math is full of patterns. There's shortcuts and there's longer expanded forms. I would recommend expanding this. What does 7a cubed b look like? Well, here's what it looks like. 7 with 3 a's and 1 b. What does 8a squared b to the fifth look like? There's 2 a's and there's 5 b's. So you can see that when you put this together, you should have 5 a's and you should have 6 b's, which of course is what you're going to get when you use your rules for multiplying using exponents. Now go back and you can check this out here. Simplifying a product, two terms, using exponents, multiply the numbers, and apply your rules for multiplying exponents, which is to add. So you add your exponents. Okay, let's look at this example. So now we're dividing. So we have this term, 3x cubed minus 12x, divided by 3x squared. Okay, so in this particular example, it's important for you to realize that you need to divide 3x squared into each term. So it's going to look like this. Let's kind of, again, expand this so you can see what I'm talking about. So I would actually almost rewrite this. So it looks like this, and you're going to take the 3x squared, and you're going to divide it into this term, and you're going to divide it into this term here. So again, if you were to expand this out, here's what you end up with. 3x cubed over 3x squared. You can see how the 3's are going to divide evenly into one another using, again, your rules for exponents. Same base. You simply subtract, so you would take 2 from 3, so it would be 3 subtract 2. You're left with x. Over in this expression, in this term, you would have the 3 divided into the 12, which is going to give you 4, and the x squareds simply cancel. Okay, now again, we'll do some more examples of these, but I just want to very quickly go through these so you can see how you're going to apply the rules to your, I'm going to do a little, I'll have an exercise sheet, and you can apply some of these examples, some of these rules to these examples that I give you. Now let's look at this one. What are we doing here? We have 2/3, that's in brackets, and we're going to cube it. So here's what you're going to do. Basically, you're going to take the power, and you're going to multiply the power by each term. So in this case, 2 cubed over 3 cubed. You can expand it so it looks like 2 times 2 times 2. That's what 2 cubed looks like, expanded, and the same with 3 cubed. And you end up with an answer of 8 over 27. And you can show, using just simply variables, you can show that like so, where you're going to take the m, in this case, your exponent, and multiply it by each term in your numerator and your denominator. Now, next up, we're going to have an exercise sheet, and you can do some practice, and we'll go through some different examples together using these rules. Okay, so we'll see you shortly.